Level up your English from basic to intermediate and advanced. Abruptly. Suddenly and without warning. Example, the car stopped abruptly in the middle of the road. Quickly and unexpectedly, often surprising others. Example, the weather changed abruptly from sunny to stormy. A sudden, often jarring shift or interruption in action, tone, or behavior. Typically lacking transition or preparation. Example, the CEO's resignation came abruptly, sparking speculation across the industry. Proximity. How close something is. Example, the cat stayed in proximity to the warm heater. The nearness or closeness of something in space, time, or relationship. Example, their emotional proximity grew stronger after the trip. The spatial, temporal, or relational closeness between entities, often influencing interaction or perception. Example, cognitive biases may arise due to the proximity of events, leading to skewed interpretations. Trivial. Not important or serious. Example, that was a trivial mistake, so don't worry about it. Something small or unimportant that doesn't really matter much. Example, the manager ignored the trivial complaints and focused on bigger issues. Lacking significance or consequence, often used to describe matters that are petty, superficial, or not worthy of serious attention. Example, the debate devolved into trivial disputes that distracted from the core policy concerns. Composure. Staying calm and not getting upset. Example, he lost his composure and started yelling. The ability to stay calm and in control, especially in stressful situations. Example, her composure helped the team stay focused under pressure. A state of emotional steadiness and self-control, particularly when facing adversity, conflict, or intense emotion. Example, even in the face of public criticism, she responded with grace and composure, never wavering. Blurred. Not clear or hard to see. Example, my eyes were blurred from crying too much. Something that's fuzzy, unclear, or hard to understand. Visually or mentally. Example, the lines between work and home life have become blurred. Lacking sharpness or distinct boundaries, often used to describe visual distortion or conceptual ambiguity. Example, the artist intentionally used blurred edges to evoke a sense of emotional uncertainty. Incapacitated. Not able to do something because of sickness or injury. Example, she was too sick to go to school, she felt incapacitated. Unable to act, move, or function normally due to illness, injury, or another condition. Example, the storm incapacitated the power system in the city. A state of physical, mental, or functional impairment that prevents an individual or system from performing expected tasks or responsibilities. Example, legal guardianship may be required when an adult is deemed mentally incapacitated and unable to make decisions. Key something in. To type something into a computer or device. Example, she keyed in the password to open the game. To enter information using a keyboard or keypad, usually into a computer, phone, or machine. Example, the cashier keyed in the total amount before printing the receipt. The manual input of data or commands into a digital system via a keyboard interface, often used in administrative, technical, or transactional contexts. Example, after verifying the client's details, the agent keyed in the changes to the database. Hysterical. Very upset or laughing a lot. Example, the movie was so funny. We were hysterical with laughter. Showing extreme emotion, often uncontrollable crying, fear, or laughter. Example, he became hysterical when he heard the shocking news. Exhibiting overwhelming or uncontrollable emotion. whether panic, laughter, or distress, often to the point of irrationality or loss of composure. Example: the audience erupted into hysterical laughter at the comedian's outrageous story. Culmination: the final or best part of something. Example: the concert was the culmination of months of practice. The highest point or final result of a long process or effort. Example: winning the championship was the culmination of the team's hard work. The peak or decisive outcome of a sustained progression, often representing the most intense, meaningful, or transformative moment in a sequence of events. Example: her solo exhibition was the culmination of years of artistic exploration and refinement. Wipe out: to remove or destroy something completely. Example: the storm wiped out our garden. To eliminate, crash, or fail suddenly, used for physical accidents or complete losses. Example: the company wiped out all its debt after the big sale. The total eradication, collapse, or destruction of something, whether physical, financial, or metaphorical, often sudden and severe. Example: the economic crisis wiped out years of investment gains. Frothy: full of bubbles or foam. Example: the top of my hot chocolate was frothy. Having lots of small bubbles, like foam, are light and not serious. Example: the waves crashed on the shore in a frothy white spray. Literally, filled with foam or bubbles. Figuratively, lacking depth or seriousness, often used for ideas, writing, or entertainment. Example: critics dismissed the novel as a frothy romance, charming but intellectually lightweight. Confrontational: always ready to argue or fight. Example: she was confrontational during the meeting and raised her voice. Tending to challenge others directly, often in a bold or aggressive way. Example: he became confrontational when asked about his mistakes. Characterized by a disposition to engage in direct conflict or dispute, often marked by assertiveness or aggression in addressing disagreements. Example: the lawyer's confrontational style unsettled the witness but revealed key inconsistencies. Set the stage for. Get things ready for something to happen. Example: the teacher's smile set the stage for a fun class. Prepare the conditions so something can happen later. Example: the warm-up exercises set the stage for a great workout. Create the necessary environment or circumstances that allow or lead to a particular event, development, or outcome. Example: the economic reforms in the 1990s set the stage for rapid growth in the following decade. Analysis paralysis: when you think too much and can't decide. Example: she got analysis paralysis choosing what to wear and ended up late. When someone overthinks a situation so much that they can't make a decision or take action. Example: he faced analysis paralysis while planning his vacation and missed the best deals. A state of overanalyzing or overthinking a situation to the point where a decision or action is delayed or never taken, often due to fear of making the wrong choice. Example: her perfectionism led to analysis paralysis, stalling progress on the project. To coast: to move without using power or effort. Example: the bike coasted downhill without pedaling. To move smoothly with little or no effort, or to do something easily without trying hard. Example: he coasted through the test because it was so easy for him. Literally: to move forward using momentum rather than active force. Figuratively: to progress or succeed with minimal effort, often due to prior advantage or lack of challenge. Example: after years of hard work, she began to coast in her career, relying on her reputation rather than pushing herself. Inclined: wanting or likely to do something. Example: I'm inclined to take a nap after lunch. Having a tendency or preference toward a certain action, feeling, or idea. Example, he's inclined to believe people are generally honest. Exhibiting a predisposition or natural leaning toward a particular behavior, belief, or course of action, often influenced by temperament or context. Example, politicians are often inclined to avoid direct answers when faced with controversial questions. Invincible. Too strong to be hurt or beaten. Example, the superhero felt invincible in his armor. Impossible to defeat or overcome, either physically or emotionally. Example, after winning 10 games in a row, the team felt invincible. Incapable of being conquered, subdued, or harmed. Often used to describe extreme strength, resilience, or self-belief, sometimes to the point of overconfidence. Example, youth often comes with a sense of being invincible, blind to risk or consequence. Procrastination. Waiting too long to do something you should do now. Example, his procrastination made him finish homework very late. Delaying tasks or decisions, often by doing other things instead. Example, he kept watching TV as a form of procrastination from studying. The habitual or intentional avoidance of tasks or responsibilities, often due to fear. Perfectionism, or lack of motivation, which can lead to stress or poor performance. Example, procrastination often disguises itself as productivity when we focus on less important tasks to avoid the ones that matter. Stick to your guns. Don't change your mind, even if others disagree. Example, he stuck to his guns and wore his favorite shirt, even though they laughed. To keep your opinion or decision, even when people pressure you to change it. Example, she stuck to her guns about saving money instead of going on the trip. To remain firm in your beliefs, decisions, or actions despite criticism, opposition, or external pressure. Often reflecting confidence or integrity. Example, he stuck to his guns during negotiations, refusing to compromise on core values. Instinctively. Doing something without thinking. Like a natural reaction. Example, the dog instinctively ran after the ball. Acting automatically or naturally, without needing to think or plan. Example, he instinctively reached out to catch the falling glass. Responding or behaving in a way driven by innate tendencies or subconscious awareness, rather than deliberate thought. Example, the soldier instinctively ducked at the sound of gunfire, trained by years of experience.